Hello everyone and welcome to my Let's Play of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. This is my favorite Sonic game, hands down, and it's easily one of my favorite games of all time. So let's jump right in here. We have a save feature, as we saw, and I'll be bringing more attention to it in the second part. Oh, look at that, we're already starting off as Super Sonic. And then it gets taken away by this asshole named Knuckles. Alright, so in true Sonic fashion, we're starting in a Green Island type level, Angel Island Zone. Now, I like pretty much everything about this game. It controls better than Sonic 2, I like Sonic Sprite, and oh, well look at that, we already found our first special stage. So special stages in this game are one of my favorite special stages out there, just because I'm very good at them by this point. The idea here is you want to collect all the blue spheres in the stage. If you touch a red sphere, you lose. The white spheres with stars on them count as bumpers, they'll bounce you back. And you can find rings. If you get 50 rings, you get a continue, and if you find all the rings in a stage, you get a 50,000 point perfect bonus. Now, as you're moving through this special stage, it'll eventually start to speed up. And it'll keep speeding up over time, and it can get pretty hectic after a while. Now, I'm not going to be going for all the perfects. I'm going to go for it in this stage, just because this is the first one and it's easy. But it's just a bit of a hassle to get them all, so I'll just get them this time. See, that was the continue jingle, because I got over 50 rings. And there's the perfect. Just 4 more blue spheres, you got your counter in the upper left-hand corner. Oh, and Tails can't screw you up here, he just follows you around. Alright, that's the first special stage done. And obviously to get into the special stages you find the giant rings scattered around the zones. And with Sonic, it is very possible to get all 7 Chaos Emeralds in the first 2 levels. I kind of screw it up, but I get them all by Marble Garden. So here we are, back in the main game. It looks prettier, it plays better, the music is amazing, except for this track right here, which kind of gets on your nerves after a while. But you get more stuff, there's more power-ups, oh, what's this? A bonus stage. This game introduces bonus stages. Now in Sonic 3 alone, there's only one of them, and in Sonic and Knuckles, there's 2. When you combine the 2 games together, you get all 3. And it depends on how many rings you have, depending to show which one you go to. This is the Electric Ball stage, and the idea here is you just keep moving your way up to the top. And in here you just get rings, power-ups. There's no penalty to losing, you're not going to lose anything, you just want to get to the top. Now I got a shield here. The regular shield is gone and instead replaced with 3 new elemental shields. This is the fire shield. It protects you from fire damage, it lets you do a mid-air dash when you press the jump button twice, and obviously it lets you take an extra hit. Small projectiles bounce off it too, like with any shield in this game. Now this is interesting. Yeah, the island just got blown to shit. Yeah, I just showed off the Electric Ball stage. I'm not really gonna go into the special or the bonus stages often. Like, I'll go into the Gumball stage a lot because it's really doesn't last that long and overstay its welcome. But that's pretty much the only one. So here we are, special stage 2. Now, when you come to a square or a cube or a rectangle or whatever of blue spheres like this, you encircle the or what's a good way to put this? If you get all the outside blue spheres in a square or rectangle like this, it'll turn into all the spheres will turn into rings when you finish encircling it all. And you need to do that to get the perfects on some stages. pretty much all of them, if I recall right. I don't usually go for all the perfects. Like, I go for the ones that I can go for. Like, the path I'm taking now would be the path I'd take to get the perfect in this stage. But because I'd just be taking so much time, and there's really not a lot to talk about in these special stages, I don't want to waste too much time in them. There we go, Chaos Emerald number 2. That jingle there, you hear that whenever you finish an act or a zone or a special stage, and we are going to hear it for pretty much the rest of the Sonic series in general. Also, you might have noticed the music change. That's a little bit of a bug. It's not supposed to do that. We're hearing the Act 2 music because in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, each act has its own music track. Okay, we got the Lightning Shield now. Protects from electrical damage. When you jump twice, you'll do a double jump. And it attracts rings to you. But we want the Fire Shield here. Okay, we're at the end of Act 1. In this game, we're introduced to mid-bosses. They only take 6 hits, and they're usually pretty simple, like that one I barely even got a chance to get off the ground. Alright, now we got the Bubble Shield. Act 1 is done. Bubble Shield, there's no water damage in this game, but it does keep you from drowning. And there is water in 5 of the levels. We'll be seeing some here shortly, actually. But first, a special stage that no one can really miss. And this is an easy one. It's a little difficult to perfect, but if you're just trying to get the spheres, it's really easy. It's in a set pattern, you just follow the openings where you see them. Now, as I said, I love this game. My first Sonic game was Sonic 2. Sonic 2 and Sonic Spinball. And I really like those games, but when Sonic 3 came out, I rented it at the video game store, and it just blew me away. I loved it. I never beat it. I was pretty young and I was pretty bad, but I loved it. Shortly after that, I got into Sonic and Knuckles, which I liked, but I liked Sonic 3 better. I knew there was the lock-on, but I didn't realize that it was supposed to be a full game at that point. I mean, I was, what, 5 years old? And I never owned a Sonic game myself, like, I always played Sonic 2 and Sonic Spinball at my cousin's. The first Sonic game I ever owned was the 3-in-1 cartridge on the Genesis. It had Sonic 1, which was my first time playing Sonic 1, Sonic 2, which was probably the one I played the most, and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, which was my first time playing that, and it's a fun little distraction puzzle game. After that, I got the Sonic 3 and Knuckles collection on the PC. And I still own that to this day. I'm not playing it now because I have a problem trying to get it to work on newer systems. Like, I had issues getting it to work on XP. I'm not going to even try on Windows 7. And it had Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles, and Sonic 3 and Knuckles Locked On, which is the full game, and really, it's the definitive way to play the game. Playing the games alone is okay, but you want to play them together to get the full experience. Oh, here we go. Second bonus stage, the Slot Machine. It takes cues from Sonic 1's special stages and the slot machines from Casino Night Zone in Sonic 2. Just jump around, and you can spend as much time here as you want. Now, when you touch those blocks at the edges, they go from blue to yellow to pink to gold blocks. So you can't really stay in here forever, but you can stay in here for quite a long time if you know what you're doing. And gambling is addictive. It took a whole game for that to kick in, but it's addictive. So back to my run through with Sonic, I played the hell out of the Sonic and Knuckles collection. It was great. It's the game that made me fall in love with Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and it's still a game I play all the time to this day. Though I have the Sonic Mega Collection on PS2 now, so I'm usually playing that version, just because it's the Sonic and Knuckles collection on PC has some different music tracks that I don't really like all that much. And some quality issues. It's plus I just have to pop in the disc to my PS2 and it works fine. Now, if you have a lightning or fire shield, you cannot go in water. Obviously. If you have a fire shield, it just disappears, and if you have a lightning shield, it'll disappear, but it'll create a flash. It'll kill all enemies on screen first. Now, before we go up here, we're going to go down here and to the right, and here's the last special stage I know of in Angel Island. I think there's only 4 in Angel Island. You see, you play the first levels of the game so much that you tend to know them the best. Well, I guess I don't really know Mushroom Hill too well, but that's because it's a huge level. Now I screw this up. This is just poor judgment on my part. I have no one to blame but myself here. We'll get back to that special stage. Not for a while, but we will get back to it. So why do I love this game so much? Well, it takes everything Sonic 2 does and makes it better. And Sonic 2 is a great game. In Sonic 3, there's more levels, the levels are longer, there's more music tracks, the graphics look better, it plays smoother. I could go on for a while. More power-ups, it's faster, more moves for Sonic. It's even got a little bit of a story to it. Like, the story, it takes place right after Sonic 2. The Death Egg has fallen, and there's this mysterious island that's sunk into the sea, so Sonic and Tails go to investigate. And then, well, here we are. And also the music. The music's just amazing. I love the whole soundtrack to this game. So I really won't point out most of the songs because I like them all. I'll point out the ones I really like, but that's it. This part you just gotta hold right. You'll never get hit by those bombs if you hold right. Tails will, but that's a programming glitch of some sort. Oh, now who's in the background there? Yeah, Robotnik's back with more intricate machines than ever. And also one of the best one of the best boss themes I've ever heard. This is just kick ass. Now if you have the fire shield, his attacks can't hurt you, making him really easy. Okay, now normally we go to the right, but the animal capsule's coming down for some reason, and I guess we'll see that reason when we finish here. Oh yeah, whenever you finish an act, Sonic and Tails go into a pose. Well, Tails would if he was still alive, but he kind of fell down the pit there. So we go to the right here, there's a switch up there, and... oh, this fucker again. Well, he breaks that, we fall down, and we're going to move on to the next zone and the next part. So I will see you guys then.